to the Royal Geek Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Rollison, also known as T-Roll. And tonight, I am joined by my very good friends. First of all, we have Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy. We also have Anthony Amato, who we like to call Shamato. And, of course, our boy Jordan Mosley is in the house. How we doing, boys?
Man, doing well. It's just been, it's been a interesting week, and just excited to finish up with our TV show.
Yeah, Wonder Man. Dude, these all episode drops and doing 4 at a time is just.
I'm a big fan of it.
It's weird.
It's weird. I loved it.
It is.
Yeah. We'll get into it.
Jordan, how you feeling?
Feeling good. I'm feeling tired, but I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I think we got some general fatigue on the pod tonight, not because the show was bad. I think we're all just some grown men who are tired. But we are here to review the second half of Wonder Man, which was pretty wonderful. And I just want to say to all of our listeners, thank you for tuning in. We want to remind you to please subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen, and please share this podcast with your friends, okay? Help us out. Leave us a review, a comment, share this with other Marvel friends that you have, and help us to get some more listeners. We would really appreciate it. So here's your spoiler warning for the back half of Wonder Man, episodes 5 through 8. We're going to get into it. Last week we obviously covered the first 4 episodes, and we were very positive on it. I mean, there was a lot to like about this show. Again, it makes you wonder, like, when they dropped them all. It's usually a bad sign.
Yep, always a bad sign.
True.
We talked about this last week. It's usually a bad sign, but I mean, this show is spectacular. So, how are you guys feeling?
Truly a great movie or TV show. It's fantastic, actually.
It was super good. I mean, honestly, I think honestly what it really shows is that Marvel didn't have faith in their audience more than anything else. Is what I perceived it as, more than they didn't have faith in the actual show.
Like people checking it out every week. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, or like, wanting to be in it. Like, if I don't know if they really thought, like, honestly what you were saying, but if they really thought that after watching episode 1, if people would keep on coming back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is how good the show was. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I watched 4 episodes this week in preparation. I was obviously for this podcast, but my wife went. She wanted to watch it with me. I forced her to, basically.
Sure.
And she went away on a 3-day trip, and she watched the remaining 2 episodes by herself, and then sent me a text saying,
She's committed.
"Dang, that was a really good show." Unprompted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
That's how you know it's a good show.
Do you think they did the drop this way because of Daredevil? Like,
What do you mean? Like
they don't want to overlap?
Well, it would have. I think it would have lined up a week apart. I think.
Think so?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we were doing the math right.
yeah. I don't think it would have they could have done something different.
They could have changed
done-
something.
They could have dropped. They could have
They
dropped
could've
like
dropped,
2
episodes to start with, or 2 episodes to end with, and then
Right.
just done the rest of the release. I don't think that would have really affected it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just like the show. I mean, the show. Again, we're big fans. At least I am. We've done a whole show on Rotten Tomatoes on this podcast. Okay, this show scored. Try to say that 7 times straight, huh? This show scored a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay,
That's pretty elite.
yeah, it's a great show.
It is.
Some
Yeah.
Incredible acting, and again, it's about acting.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but.
Honestly, maybe it's just because of that. Maybe it's because they knew that it wasn't going to have a whole lot of action, and that it was going to be largely. The action was going to be in great acting, actually, rather than in like boom pow type of stuff.
The focus, yeah,
Maybe they just didn't trust. Like I said, I think it all comes back to Marvel not really trusting its audience.
exactly. The focus of this show was the characters and their development and the story, not like the action or the violence or
Set pieces.
yeah. It's like, what is the villain doing? There's like, well, I mean, you know the damage control is there, but they're not really like this in your face villain. So it's just a different kind of show than what Marvel has done. And they were probably, I'm sure there was someone who was smart enough to be like, this is actually good. But
Right, yeah.
is the audience going to understand how good it is? Because I did say last week, like, it does feel like it took a while, literally the entire season, to see much of anything when it comes to his powers.
Yeah.
Like, so I think if you had to wait for that week after week after week, plus a lot of people don't know this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like they're like, oh, we know who Captain America is. We're going to wait. We know who Batman is. We're going to wait.
Yeah.
You know, like it's.
And then on top of that, they put an actor who, although he's been in some things, he's not like a big name actor in the main role. It wasn't like they plucked like a really big name out
yeah.
and we're like, okay, we're gonna make him Wonder Man.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I mean, kudos to them for doing a different show. I mean, back when Marvel first started doing all these shows, I mean, again, WandaVision's the greatest example of this, right? But even Moon Knight had its own flair. Like a lot of these shows there's something unique about a lot of them. You know?
I think they have to be when it comes to like superhero movies. Like they talk about like superhero like fatigue. Well, I thoroughly enjoy Marvel, but if you're not careful, you're gonna wind up like rinse and repeating everything.
Yeah,
because
right.
there's just so much content.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm okay with that. But I'm just to the nature of why did they do a Netflix style drop? It
Yeah.
just has to be what Amato's saying, where it's like most of the Marvel fans are just dumb and aren't gonna have the patience to stick it out, and
Yeah.
probably end up forgetting about this show. Oh yeah, they're like the 3 episodes came out since I last saw an episode. So meanwhile, the 4 of us, we loved it. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so much to talk
Yeah.
about with it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I agree.
okay. Anyways, did we go like somewhat chronological last week, going through the episodes? I can't remember what we did.
I think we tried.
Tried. Let's try to do it here. Episode 5. This is the one. Okay, this is the side mission episode.
Yeah.
For sure. Which I enjoyed. I mean, honestly, there was a lot happening. You know, so it starts with they're celebrating because they got the roles, or sorry, not the roles, the
callbacks.
callbacks.
Yep.
Excuse me. They got the callbacks, so they're out celebrating. They're at a bar, but someone sees Trevor. Obviously, Trevor's got a pass. We don't know. It's never explained who these people are, which I actually liked because it
Yeah.
just shows that Trevor's got his own history of like,
Yeah, it's not necessary. You're just like, okay, yeah, bad guys.
yeah,
Yep.
Got it.
yeah, exactly. But they're in an alleyway. They're they're beating up on Trevor, and you just know something bad's gonna happen to these guys because you just like they got a gun. They got a gun to Simon's head, and it's like this is it. We're finally going to see some action, and we did. It was pretty epic seeing him just
Oh yeah.
bust these
Just
fools out.
toss them around.
Yeah, but what do you guys feel about this whole episode? Everything that happened with Jaden, everything that happened with Esteban. Again, it's literally a side quest. It's literally you're playing an RPG video game, and you have a problem, and you need this guy to delete the footage. So now you got to solve his problem. You know?
Yeah.
I question when Jaden decided to use the footage like against him, like because originally he was like I didn't see anything, and he like drove off.
Yeah.
But then like they're hunting him down, chasing him, and then like he's waiting for them. Like I wonder where on that drive he's like, oh, I can get the motorcycle from Esteban. Like I don't know. Like I'm interested to see like his thought process on that,
Yeah.
like and how he decided to, or when he decided to make that decision.
The way I would see it is as soon as he noticed that they were actually actively trying to catch him, I think that's what kind of got the wheels rolling.
Yeah.
Because I think his initial thought was, I saw something I shouldn't have seen. I'm getting out of here.
Right.
And then so I think if they hadn't followed him
Or tried to follow him.
or tried to follow him,
He found them. He kept like luring
yeah,
them.
yeah, that's
Yes.
You
true.
know.
true. I think like if he didn't kind of think that they were trying to find him, that I think he probably would have just like maybe eventually just released it on YouTube and just been
Sure.
like, yeah, sure, whatever. I saw something cool.
Well, I mean, I think it was a bold choice because like he only saw like a fraction of this guy's powers. Like he doesn't know. He could have just incinerated him.
Through a fence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
so bold choice by him. And I mean, again, like if he would have just like put it up on YouTube or something. I mean, graphics are so good now. Like
Yeah,
you probably could just like put that off as like, oh, this is just like CGI.
yeah. And I think honestly, it kind of shows like throughout the episode, you see a lot of Jaden's kind of recklessness. Like he's generally reckless. Like
Yeah.
like honestly, with everything that he does in the chase, and then everything that he does after the chase, then everything that he does once they get to Esteban's, it's all like this dude is just a reckless human being who has very little forethought in anything that he does.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, I loved a lot of things about this episode. One that I did really love is like it kind of shows that Trevor really does have a heightened level of intuition.
Oh yeah.
Like, because he kept saying, like, no, this guy's con artist, this guy's a scammer,
Yeah.
this guy's bad news, we can't trust him. And literally, he was right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even about, like, in the heat of the moment when things are going crazy, the cops are showing up, the neighbor calls the cops, Jaden's got a gun to his head at the front door, they're still cooking, or they're still making
Chamoy.
not the drugs, but the chamoy.
Yeah.
Right? And then Trevor, in that exact moment, talks to the girl. He's like, if someone has a GoPro, can you
Oh yeah.
like upload it to YouTube directly? And then the girl's like, I mean, no, without a laptop, like the whole.
Yeah.
Somehow Trevor really did, flying by the seat of his pants, pull that off.
yeah.
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 And it just shows, like, when you're watching it leading up, when you're watching that scene, you're like, why is Trevor just go with it? Like, go get this motorcycle, be done with it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
at least I was. I'm kind of resonating with Simon. It's like, yeah, they just got to do the job, get it done.
Well, I think kind of like falls into like the way that the two worlds they've lived in. Simon has never really been in the world of doing anything illegally.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
having to do something, deal with like shady people. Trevor seems like his entire
Existence.
is dealing with
Yeah.
shady people.
Yeah.
Like, so like the
Yes.
idea of being calm around those people, knowing who is who, and
Mhm,
although he
mhm.
is a skill that he has, although he does fall off the horse time from time, because it does seem like he has had times where he's made decisions that aren't good, but they usually seem to be directly related to him trying to get alcohol or drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
it seems to be based around one of those things that actually pulls him away from his better judgments.
Yeah.
And it does seem like he has like that, like you said, that intuition, that like experience in those situations, and a lot of it probably comes from his career in acting.
Yeah.
Like knowing when people are doing things
Shady and
and being able to read when somebody's acting in real life.
Yeah, and he was able to take one bite of a chamoy peach ring
Mm.
and know that
Sold.
Esteban was a good guy.
It was legit.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Honestly, this whole scene.
He was like the mandarins.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
so good. Honestly, all those characters, like, it felt like this is like when Marvel's at its best, when there's like little moments like this where you're like, so random but silly but good,
Yes.
Oh,
and it fits well.
I was really hoping to see like some kind of I don't know, like post credit or something, like where they just with like a callback with those guys, because they were just.
Well, we did at
hilarious.
least see them later in the video,
Yeah.
but we'll get there. But I want to say about this scene real quick. When I was watching it, I got this when the cops show up. Jaden's about to get his head blown off. Trevor's trying to figure out the YouTube thing. They're still making chamoy. Like, I got serious Pineapple Express vibes from this whole scene. Like, it's just madness
man.
everywhere. And then gunshots are going off.
Yep.
And like,
Yeah.
it was insanity, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, again, I was watching, because again, if this was week to week, the episode before this was literally the Doorman episode, which
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
saw last week.
That's true.
And then you get this episode. So again, you would have like a 2-week gap where you're like, what the heck is going on in this
Yeah, like,
show?
where's the storyline?
So there's a little bit of I can resonate with maybe what Marvel was thinking. It's so different, but this whole episode was literally just a side quest, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, and it ends with their callbacks are
Dude.
moved to today, like the
Today.
day of.
Yeah.
and they've had no sleep because they've been chasing this camera all
Pineapple
night.
Express.
Yeah, that's what it
It's
is.
literally
Yeah.
like they're exhausted.
Nope.
They're wearing
Yeah.
the same clothes.
Simon's making excuses.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
it's crazy, dude.
And I love the Chamoy house, like
Oh.
everything about like Esteban and the girl that was there.
Or
was
the like
just-
the neighbor,
Yeah,
they
Mrs.
kept checking.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, it was just like,
Oh,
it's like we're not making drugs.
We're not making drugs, biscuits. Sauce. Esteban's just legit, like good dude, like
Yeah.
kind of good
yeah,
at
like
side
literally
hustle.
everything about him was just like so like honestly like wholesome
Yeah.
in a
Mhm,
way.
mhm.
Like everything about him, he was even like forgiving Jaden through the
Yes.
through the door.
Yes,
Like
incredible.
even like the girl, like they were just so like understatedly like calm and understanding
Yeah.
in most of these moments, which was just a weird like it was a weird thing to have in this moment because honestly they should be mad at Jaden. They should be very mad at
Yeah,
Jaden.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Bring some dudes essentially to like beat them up
Rough them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
to get the the motorcycle and then getting the cops and the
And like
and the drug
somebody
guys.
probably died. I mean, all those gunshots.
There was a lot of gunshots.
At least someone was hit.
Yeah, honestly, most likely, at least a couple of those the drug people were
The
hit.
people,
Yeah.
the people who were coming after Trevor.
Yes.
Yeah, like someone got, dude. For
Yeah.
sure.
Right.
But anyway, so this episode ends. They're driving now to what's the director's name?
On COVID.
Von Kovic. Okay, so they're driving to Von Kovic's house. I think it ends and we pick up in there roughly in for episode 6, right?
Yep.
And this is the whole callback episode.
Yes.
They're at his mansion. Again, another just different kind of episode. Like,
Yeah, the vibes for sure. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, the awkwardness of going up to the front door and then the one pair of shoes, is the shoes off, is
Yes.
the shoes on,
Yeah.
make a decision, that kind of thing.
It was a great moment of you just seeing the way Simon's mind works
Yeah.
was such and honestly the juxtaposition of the way Simon's minds work and the way that Trevor's minds work.
yes.
Yeah.
Trevor's just like, we're just going in.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just
it's-
relax,
And
man.
I
Yeah.
love how he takes the shoes off and then he's like trying to look at the assistants and the camera is pans down to her
Yes,
feet. You
it-
cannot
yeah, it-
see.
cannot see.
Yeah.
She wears shoes.
Yeah.
She wears
Then they
shoes.
get to the main room and everyone's wearing shoes.
Yes,
and
yeah.
You can
Yes.
see him panicking
The
even
one
more.
dude's got his shoes on the couch. Like,
Yes.
let's
Yes.
oh gosh.
Yeah, it was great.
So, what do you guys think of this episode in general? A lot happened. There's a lot of development, but also just yeah.
One of my favorite parts of this episode was actually when you get to see the two types of actors who Simon probably dislikes the most in personified. Like real quick in succession because they're kind of like you get quick introductions of who the
Those
other
in the
actors
room.
are.
Yeah.
And the two that they really kind of focused on were the Juilliard
Studied. yeah.
studied, like he's already been in theater, he's already done a whole bunch of stuff, like kind
Yes.
of really high end hoity-toity type of actor who I don't think Simon likes. And
Yes.
then the one he probably hates
The most.
more is the quote unquote natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy just fell into
I
it.
was just Paul Thomas Anderson's,
Personal
surf
trainer.
instructor.
Yeah, surf
Yeah.
instructor. Even
surf
better.
instructor, and he was just like, "You should be like in this movie." And then
And then later when he did
Yeah.
a
read a
a
line
read, you see Simon. He's like, "Gosh darn it, he is a natural." He,
yes,
oh, it was so good, man. Again, just really
Yeah.
good writing there.
and just like it exemplifies the struggle that like Simon has had in the industry.
Yeah,
Because you just see like it underlines how much like he has just had to go through to get to this point, and he feels like he's constantly fighting uphill on top of everything else that's in his life, dealing with covering up his secret, dealing with everything with his family, dealing with all this other stuff in his inability, stunted emotion. It's weird because he's so stunted emotionally in the real world, but he can dive into those in the acting world. So it's this weird like setup for him, and then just for him to see people who are like that is like I think infuriating for him.
Yeah. He has such a unique like just the acting, like the science of acting for him in his world, like versus how he can't relate relationally to really anyone, which is why he has no friends, no life,
right.
Mhm. And again, they talk about it throughout the entire series. But even it really comes to a head when, like, I love it when Von Kovic is like, "Hey, let's throw the scripts out. We're just gonna
Yeah.
go off."
And then he just can't
He
do
can't
it.
do it. He literally does Pretty Woman, like a scene from Pretty
Yeah.
Woman, and that was crushing.
Mm.
I was watching it and I was like, man, he's killing this. And then it got to the end of it. I was like, wait, that's Pretty Woman. Because like I've seen the movie, but not more than once.
He starts smashing the glasses, and
I was
everyone's
like,
getting,
man,
everyone's getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was like, he's
Yeah.
killing this. And then when he got in trouble, I was like, why'd he get in trouble?
Mm.
Yeah.
And then,
Because
yeah,
I was kind of like expecting like everyone else to be like, oh, he broke Von Kovic's stuff, and then
Yeah.
Von Kovic was like, that was amazing. But then no, because Von Kovic, he didn't give Von Kovic what he wanted.
yeah.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
the whole thing was, the guy is just so weird.
Yeah. Oh, Von
Oh, yeah,
Kovic.
he's really
Yeah,
weird.
so
Dude,
weird.
his impromptu directions were just so off the wall, dude. Like,
Yes.
I forget what.
You're having an affair with
Yeah.
her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is your wife.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Yeah, Trevor and who he was paired with, their scene was so good.
Oh, they're
Yeah, that
Trevor's
was good.
Yeah.
You have a hunting injury here, and you like hit someone on the shoulder. Just the
He's
guy's
like, starts-
shoulder goes limp. You know, it's like leaning to the left.
But even the one scene like the Trevor's in, like he only says like 4 words.
Yeah,
He's like,
no.
no,
No,
no, no, and then he like hugs and embraces him.
that's how good
Yeah.
Ben Kingsley is, dog.
Gosh, dude,
But
he's
yeah,
so-
Sir
like,
Ben Kingsley.
he's
Just showing
so
like
good.
what you
Saying?
can do without saying anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
The scene where I guess it was it was within his head when he was.
Oh, boy.
You think
You go to the face mash,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Guys, I want everyone's raw reaction.
Jaw open,
Dude.
like
Yeah.
to the floor.
My jaw has never been that low
Yeah.
watching anything.
Let me paint the scene for
Okay,
you.
perfect. Let's hear it.
So I'm sitting there in my living
How many
room.
of your kids were there?
Yes.
Yes, here we go.
So sitting there in the living room, I don't know why I'm watching it like with my 5-year-old son
Mm.
sitting there. He's on the Switch on the other couch. Just me and him are home.
Yeah.
So I mean, so far this has been pretty safe. Like language hasn't been a big problem. There
Yeah.
has been zero action,
yeah,
0. And then
Yeah.
again, his
Even the action there has been like honestly
Muffled?
like him beating up the people in the
yeah.
Allie.
Would
You've
yeah.
seen much worse.
was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
was like nothing. You see that in animated kids.
See that in
shows.
3 Ninjas, bro.
Like yes.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
nothing.
so that scene happens, and I look up, and there he is staring at the screen.
Your son.
Yes, mouth wide open. At the exact moment, my wife walks in the front door.
No. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
I was like, oh God. She goes, does he really need to be watching this? I'm like, he's not watching this.
Evidently.
Like, oh, it was
Yeah,
bad.
they need to give like a fair. They didn't give a warning at all. Like,
Nothing. I mean, there was
so
no tell.
unexpected.
There was no tell.
No.
And I mean, that was brutal.
Yeah.
It looked awesome too, though.
Yeah,
It was
it did look good.
brutal.
It was pretty amazing. But in like there were cues that this was like gonna be in his mind, you know. And the
See,
scene,
y'all are
of
just
course.
smarter than me.
I was
bro.
trying
I
to
don't-
figure out how his powers worked in order to like disintegrate with no blood and anything like that. Like
Yeah.
it looked like it like busted through. I was like, wait, how does his powers work like that? I don't remember his powers working like,
See-
that's like so strange.
I was.
all the blood turned to like marbles. or
Yeah, like dust or something. I don't know.
I thought that the other actor was like a plant because
Like a
they.
spy or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, like
Dude, I
thought-
did too.
Because they talked about like he to get him into it has to be a real production. He'll sniff it out. Like I was thinking that guy was a plant, and like this was the opportunity that all of them have been looking for to like expose him.
Mm.
Not without saying it directly.
Yeah,
Like I thought the guy really did know that stuff and was just pulling on the strings. So like, I mean, it was believable. It could have happened that way, but
I mean, when he face smashed him, because I thought it was real life the entire time, and I was like, "Well, buddy, there's no one going back now."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "This game's over.
Can't hide from that.
What is gonna happen?" now?"
like I'd even played out like in my head, like okay, where does this take
yes,
the rest of this season? Like okay, he's gonna be on the run, or he's
Yeah,
gonna
totally.
be like. I started thinking.
damage
started
control
thinking-
was right. Damage control was right.
Yep.
Like this is what they were
Yeah.
afraid of, right?
Yep.
And it's, dude,
honestly, if that had been real, like all of a sudden, is he no longer a hero?
of course,
Like-
exactly.
Like is damage control all of a sudden the heroes of the story?
yes,
That'd be an interesting flip.
Keeping
If
up
all of a
off the
sudden-
streets.
It-
That's-
Yeah.
What if like that would have been an interesting like flip if all of a sudden like the rest of the series was just like you seeing the work from damage control becoming the heroes like on
yeah.
the side from this whole
Yeah.
because like everything we have seen with them in this show and everything we saw with them in
Scumbags, dude.
yeah like straight up in what
Daredevil.
Marvel. It's Marvel.
Oh, Miss
Marvel.
Marvel. Oh yeah.
Marvel. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They've just been just scumbags.
Yeah.
like all through and through.
Yeah. But then Simon gets his scene with Trevor and he kills it and they leave and they think they don't have
Well, even the
anything.
way they were getting cut,
Yeah.
and like the assistant isn't saying anything.
Nothing at all.
Dude,
yeah.
straight. Honestly, they dropped Severance in another episode in this show, but
do.
like straight Severance vibes from like
Yep.
the
Or-
the
yeah.
assistant who doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say it did slightly annoy me in this scene that the way with everything they were trying to do with trying to get them outside of the script and everything like that, the scene that got them it was the scene from the script.
Right.
Like that did
Good point.
annoy me slightly. Like I was like,
Yeah.
it felt a little like
That's a really good point.
contrived.
Yeah.
But
But
anyways,
he
they-
said it was always him. That's what he said.
Right. So makes you wonder if Von Kovic knew what he was doing the whole time. But whatever. So they get it, and now they're exhausted. They're at that level of euphoria where they're like, he's like dropping Trevor off, and they're like, they haven't really properly celebrated yet because it doesn't seem real, and like they're both dead tired. Trevor's like, we both have earned some rest, so he drops him off. Literally, Trevor gets out of the car. Simon pulls away.
And they're just black SUVs.
And dude, they get in there so fast that I'm like, dude, what if Simon saw that? Like,
Oh yeah.
like it was so fast. I'm like, dude, give it like 10 seconds maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was honestly to the point where you're like, these guys aren't good at their job.
No, exactly, exactly. But they scoop Trevor up, and he, basically just plays the game again. He's like, look, I have seen him. He is dangerous. You're right. But we need to get evidence. I can get evidence. And he's just stalling.
Yeah.
And truthfully, later on, which I think it's in the next episode, right, where they have it is.
Yeah,
Where they
it
have the
is.
moment where Trevor comes clean. Like, Trevor really does, it's obvious, we know this, have a real love and care for Simon.
sure. For
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is really I think he doesn't have a plan when he's in that SUV. He's just like, again, flying by the seat
Yeah,
of his
just
pants.
survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'll figure it out later. But
Yep.
you can't take us away now. We got the roles. Like
Yep.
Yeah.
so.
I think he's just trying to buy them time.
Yeah, just trying to buy him time. So, episode 7 is on the set. Now he's a big dog.
Yeah.
Simon's
Yeah.
a big dog. You get the sense that a lot of time has passed. Like they spent a lot of time on set. He's got a whole trailer. There's a whole vibe of people helping him with things, and you could once again see he's high maintenance, perfectionist.
Yes.
People are putting up with it a little better than they did at the very beginning, but I mean, he's a star role,
Yeah.
so he can do that.
He's their number one.
These are the ones
So much so where he's about to be interviewed by the New York Times.
Here we go.
Yes.
So, what did you guys think of this episode and everything with the interviews and all that?
I loved the whole idea through the episode that they were, especially because although we saw a very bad part of Simon once like they were talking about the interviews and everything like that, like he kept on questioning everybody's motives in his life
Yeah.
except for Trevor.
Isn't that interesting?
Like that was like
Oh, I
one of
know.
like
Yeah.
like the,
Except
the
for
whole,
Barnaby.
yeah, like literally, like he's like even his mom. He's like essentially like he calls his mom and he's like digging for like, did she do something? Did she do
Yeah.
this? Did she do that? His ex-girlfriend. He's digging into her and like you get this moment of like, and you also get in that moment you get to really dive into like his obliviousness to the world around him.
Like
She's like, I knew, but like
you see that also like in the scene where him and his like management team are celebrating, and then like Trevor's
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
there like at the end, and everyone at the table's like, "Who the heck is that
Yeah,
guy?"
we know he's the Mandarin, but why is
Yeah,
he
like,
here?
yeah, why is he sitting here at the
Yeah.
table? And like, I can't imagine being the
Serious
manager.
codependence here.
Yeah, I cannot imagine being that manager. And like, you've worked to try to get like all these things over his career, and he's just botched opportunity after opportunity. And then you're giving him good advice with the full team's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, well, I think I'll go do theater because Trevor says it's a good idea." They're like, "We work to get you out
Yeah.
of theater."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that scene was like
Get your bag.
that was really frustrating to me. So good job to them, but it was annoying.
But I love the way that, and it was kind of heartbreaking in the way that like you did see the bad parts of Simon, but you was like he kept on like he was so suspicious of literally everyone in his life, to his brother, to everybody else, but he never for a moment mentions the fact that Trevor's also being interviewed in this episode.
Yes,
Or
yes.
for this article. He's so worried about all these other people who
He
might
is a
betray him.
he is like he's the Mandarin.
Yeah, he's literally the Mandarin. He's literally, he's the person he knows the least. Honestly,
Yeah.
So like you would think the person that you know the least should be the person that you're like the most, wary of.
And honestly,
Like-
her name. What was her name?
Kathy Feldman.
Okay,
Yeah,
Kathy's like the only like I don't know how I didn't think about this, but it's like
Friedman.
Friedman.
But she's like,
You're close.
hey, did you finish serving your time? Like, how are you even here right now? You
Yeah,
must have made a
dude.
deal. And I was like, oh yeah,
That was
that's a really good point. How come no one has mentioned that anywhere at all? Like, that should be the first question we should have.
Yeah.
But no one, including myself, has had that.
I love that scene. Just the flip on your head. Like I'm thinking the whole time. Like I mean, Simon's screwing up the interview from the beginning.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of just like pretending that he's buddy with the castmates, the crewmates,
Yeah.
and then like the whole time I'm thinking he's gonna botch this.
Yeah, and I
And
love
it
that.
flipped. It was awesome.
Like I loved it because even like she even says like it seems like everything that right before she gets into the Trevor stuff, literally she's making it sound like this is gonna be fine. Like the article is gonna be fine. Everyone said great things about you.
Yeah.
Like everyone, like every person that he felt like he could not trust came
Yep.
through for him.
Yeah.
Even his ex.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even his ex. Like even his ex, who she's the one that drops the
Severance,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
the next season of Severance.
Yeah, that's
Which,
right.
which honestly, I did look. I did look on her IMDb page to see if she was gonna be the next season.
Oh,
of
did you?
Severance. But
she's
she's.
not.
I have not seen it.
Oh, that would
I
have been
didn't see
so,
it.
That'd be pretty
so
good.
meta.
It would have been phenomenal if she
Yeah.
was supposed to be in the next season of Severance.
I know. I was looking at her. I was like, do I recognize
Yeah.
her?
Even though she's not playing herself,
Yeah.
but it would have been hilarious.
I did. I did text Jordan. Trevor, he botched that interview, but he could have easily gotten out of it by saying, "Oh yeah, they scooped me up and arrested me because they wanted information on the 10 rings, and I'm working with them on the 10 rings and trying to get them captured."
Yeah,
But you can't put
there's
that in
so-
the but you can't put that in the interview because I'm working. That's what I'm working on right
Government.
now.
But
Yep.
yeah. There's so many
Done.
things he could have said. And here's the point. The entire time he's trying to get Simon to calm down, be chill, like everything's good, and then he freaks out.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's so good.
yeah. It was the one moment where the roles are flipped,
Yeah.
like where all of a sudden he's the one freaking out, like you said.
Yeah.
He could have just said, "I'm the bloody Mandarin, babe." Like, of course, every time I go through an airport, I get pulled over.
Oh yeah,
you know,
easily,
like,
easily.
yeah. I'm on the watch list.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have just been like, he could have just been like, oh, they commuted my sentence because I wasn't the real Mandarin. I was just an actor. Like they did send me to prison for a little bit, but they came to like a conclusion that like
He was being
it
used.
makes
He was a
sense.
puppet. He was.
yeah, that it didn't make sense for him to serve any more time.
Right.
Exactly.
Literally could have said something like that.
But he was panicking because he was the one that was
Yes.
getting exposed. So good. And then the heartbreaking moment back in the trailer.
Mm.
I kept talking to, my wife about what is, especially the first 4 episodes, and I might have said it last week on the pod, but what is it going to be like? What's the moment where Trevor comes clean? Like, and does he willingly come clean, or is he backed in a corner?
That's what
Yeah.
I was like when I was texting you, Justin. I was like, are you on episode 7 yet? Because what I wanted to ask you is like last week we talked about like the buy or sell. Like, does he come clean? Like, does this count? Because like he was.
I would
tra-
say no.
No.
See, I didn't think so either. Because like yes, he did come clean, but he was backed deep in a corner.
Yeah. It was.
It wasn't
dirty.
It,
He
yeah.
came dirty.
it wasn't like he was like he had a like he started feeling bad about it and
Right.
just had like I can't do this anymore. Like no, he got caught.
Yeah,
He just didn't know like how far he got caught.
exactly.
Yeah. I feel like there was no. Well, I would not say that he came clean at all.
Okay.
No. But it's like, and again, the whole point, the show is leading to the moment when, Simon goes, berserk,
Erupts.
and he feels betrayed by, again, his Barnaby. It's literally like the
script.
It's the script. And it's amazing. And
Yeah.
the foreshadowing, it's beautiful. It's great writing. But there's a part of me that's like, Trevor, how do you not have like, again, just like in the interview, he could have said something smarter.
Oh yeah.
Like Trevor, you have a way with words. Like you could have been so much more clear about what really happened and why. Yes, you did betray him, but you didn't mean to, and you've been trying to stall and get time. And I'm sorry I never said anything, but we're gonna figure this out. There's so many things he could have tried to say, and he just didn't.
So he could have gone with the route of the 10 rings. He turned him in, and then later on in the trailer, hey, remember when I was telling the reporter about the 10 rings? I got to tell you something. And then he comes clean that way, and he's like, it's actually this.
Yeah, right. There's
Yeah, that could have been something. It could have been something like that where he just like finally actually does come clean, somewhat of his own volition.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think for
He
one
makes up
thing-
for it though. Trevor makes
he
up.
does. Okay, yeah, and that's more episode.
No, it was the end of
Oh,
this
it
one.
is. Yeah,
It's
it's
the end of this
episode.
one. Yeah. You're right. Okay. So again, Simon goes berserk. The camera angle of this shot too, where he's walking, his eyes are red, the camera's shaking, and everything around him is falling. It's awesome.
The skin on his hands are
Yes.
bubbling. Like,
Yes.
it's epic.
And like, if you've ever had rage problems, you probably never blown up a building like that, but you know what it's like when you could finally just. That's why they make break rooms, right? Whatever they're
Right,
called,
yes.
where you can
Yeah.
go break
The
something.
rage rooms.
Rage rooms, yeah.
Yep.
I need to go to one of those.
Ooh.
I got a lot on my chest, man. Just dealing with a lot. Okay, but no, seriously, like he goes berserk, then he leaves, and it's like damage control's on the way,
Yeah.
and it's this whole thing where you're getting as the viewer, you're thinking that he's about to get raided at his apartment.
Yeah.
He's watching the news. The jig is up, but then as soon as Trevor calls and he's like, "I'm gonna make everything right," I'm sure you guys all thought what I thought. Like, oh boy, we're gonna get the Mandarin again, right?
Oh yeah.
And we did.
Now-
Dude,
America.
so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And like, I love the video that he sends. I love the fact that Josh Gad is in it. Like,
yes,
just
dude.
like-
R.I.P. Maybe right in
Yeah, who
in
knows?
universe. Yeah.
which I wonder, like, it got me thinking of like, back to the doorman episode. It made me thinking about like, so what is actually coming out of the doorman after Josh Gad jumps in? Like, there's a couple different things it could be. Like, is it just straight up vomit?
Or is it Josh Gad?
Is it Josh Gad? Or is it the third, most ridiculous? It is snow, because it is literally Olaf.
Stop, dude.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, that's obnoxious.
Yeah.
But really good. But yeah, dude. Freaking, we get the Mandarin again. We get and you know
Sunglasses.
what's
He
what's
uses
beautiful
sunglasses.
about it?
Yeah,
You know what's beautiful about it is we know it's all a hoax.
Yes.
Yes.
And damage control knows it all. It's all a hoax.
Yeah.
And our guy, who I don't even care about, I don't even know his name.
Cleary.
Cleary, thank you. Great.
Yeah.
Cleary takes advantage of it. He's like,
Move up
he
the
gets a
ranks.
phone call from a superior. You're right, sir. I had my suspicions, and I'm glad we got him. Like,
Oh, he says
He's-
like he says one of the most, like the most sniveling lines.
yeah,
Oh, it's all because of your guidance.
yes,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Oh.
you leading the department. You know,
Oh, like this
Dude,
is like
brown
the
nosing.
grossest line.
Yeah.
It's
the
so
the
bad.
brownest of brown nosing, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so he takes advantage of it for PR, blah blah blah. But what again? We know what's real. Damage control knows what's real, and Simon knows what's real. But honestly, anyone else in universe is probably thinking, "Oh wow, we got duped." By them
Yeah.
again. This guy is a master, and he truly is a dangerous terrorist.
Jeez.
And,
yeah.
and you know what I
Isn't that
love?
crazy?
And what I also love is that once again, he had no, like the Mandarin had no connection to the explosion. Again,
Yes,
like all the explosions
Yes.
have nothing ever to do with any sort of terrorist
anything.
attack.
Yes,
Yeah.
There had them like it wasn't even like the original Mandarin was actually blowing stuff up or anything like that. They were all accidental stuff. Literally every single explosion that ever got related to
Yes,
the
but
Mandarin.
But the story he fabricates it makes so much sense. Like I got
Yes, it was
the
good.
wool on your eyes, Hollywood. Like
Yes.
I
Yes,
I infiltrated
in the heart of
yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yes.
the imagination factory. Like it
Yes.
just like it was just like oh my
it's just
gosh.
it's just really good.
Just
you know.
that good propaganda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, he's got a way with words,
Yep.
and he's even lying to Cleary as he gets into the SUV. He's like, Slattery was the joke, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
or whatever
Yes.
he says. You know?
Which reminded me of like it's a throwback of Primal Fear. You remember at the end of Primal Fear, Justin, where Edward Norton's character basically is like, no, he was the
Yeah.
yes.
Why did you just ask Justin?
Have you seen Primal Fear?
No.
yeah,
I know my audience.
well done. Yeah, yeah. He in case you didn't realize, because this is audio only, Shimano tilted his entire head and body facing towards me, and he
Cut me
he
off.
Yes.
he ignored
Yes.
everybody else in the room. But
Yes.
yeah, rightly so. Good job, Shimano. But yeah,
dude,
you're
Well
right.
played.
It was good. It was good to see. It was good to hear what we loved about the Mandarin. And by the way, Justin, I don't know if this happened for you. Episode 8 ends Disney's recommendation right away. Iron Man 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh,
literally right
God.
away. And I was like, oh. But it did make me again remember, like, man, for 20, 30, 40, I don't know. Maybe it was longer.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. We were like, this might be the greatest villain of all time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you were really sucked into it. And again, a lot of the world in the MCU, like, they don't really know.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think, like,
Well, I honestly don't think it has been ever like
publicized.
publicized.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the Mandarin was not the real threat.
Right.
In all of
That would
this.
make them look like idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
why they all keep saying, "Aren't you the Mandarin?" Like,
Yeah, yeah,
everyone
yeah.
keeps saying that.
Yeah. So when, right. So when he literally, like, puts that video out, dude, I think the whole world is like, oh my God.
Right.
God,
Yes.
he's back.
Dude, and the amount, I don't know, I guess he had overnight. He had the entire overnight to put that video
Yeah,
out.
well, that's
That-
another thing.
I was
too.
like, the production value on that video.
Like, where do you get all that B-roll, bro?
insane.
The guy
Yeah.
that's like, can you record a GoPro and put it right to YouTube? And now he's
Dude.
doing all this.
Oh yeah, and then watching the video, you see Esteban and Jaden watching
Yes, that was
watching
good.
it, and they were
Yeah.
like, "No way!"
Yeah.
It would have been great if he would have had Jaden help him put the video out.
dude.
Oh.
That'd have been pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, how cool!
Like
would
he's
it have
holding
been
the camera.
If the video ended, and there's at the end, there's like a commercial for Mandarins made by
Yeah.
Esteban. No.
Incredible. Okay, so episode 8. Okay, the finale.
Ooh, we get to
Um,
see success. We get to see
Yeah, man, looking good in that red suit. You know what I'm saying?
sunglasses, man.
So the sunglasses, the shot. You know, you get the every superhero show or movie has the shot where it's like him in his costume. He puts on his sunglasses. He takes his little coat off. He's looking good. You know.
Mhm.
I love that they get what's the dude's name? Joe
Joe
Oh yeah,
Pantoliano.
Joe
Pantoliano.
Pantoliano, yeah.
literally is playing Barnaby now, and
Yes.
later, and even Trevor later, like who they get to replace. He's like, it's not important.
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it's not important. Yeah,
not
like-
important. But I think it was really cool. You know, even seeing him in the theater for the premiere.
With his brother.
His
I thought,
brother,
yeah,
his
it's really
brother's
cool.
crying. His
Yeah.
mom is so proud.
Yes.
That's my son.
That's
Oh
my
yeah, wait, no, she said no, wait, she says, why would they do that to you or something like that? Like she said, like why would he betray you? That's
Why would
just-
he do that to you?
Yeah. And he's like,
How would
telling
you-
her, he's like, shh.
It's a movie, yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Seeing his brother cry later, his brother says, "I wish Dad could have seen this."
Mm.
Honestly, like, oh my god, I loved his scenes with his dad. Like,
Yeah, they were really
he really
good.
didn't like
Simone.
go anywhere, but like they were just like they were great little like scenes.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, he faked
the foundation.
The dad faked the sickness for his son, so he can
Yes.
take him to the movies to see Wonder Man, and then
Dad of the year, bro.
yeah, for sure, yeah. And
Justin
then
can't wait to play that card.
I mean, I just got to go in the living room and say, hey, you can just stop doing school now.
I guess that's fair.
But
Or can you watch a movie in the middle of the day?
well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But then like the conversation when they're eating afterwards, like Simon's dad and him, they're like, you're special. He's like, yeah, parents say that their kids do a good job, but you truly are like
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yes.
and it kind of sets him on his path.
yeah.
It's such
Did they
so,
never?
so cool.
Did they ever talk about how his dad died?
No.
I was like, we're gonna get this scene right here. I thought we were gonna get like
Yeah.
what happened to him.
Honestly, yeah, I was thinking it was gonna be something to do in relation to like, you know, maybe they got in a car accident or something. Like, right when he did this thing for his son, and he like,
Yeah.
like one more like bit of trauma.
Drama.
To the point to where like he blames himself because
Mm.
his dad took him out of school to do this thing for them, and something like
Yeah,
happened.
I thought
So
that
he's
was
like
really-
indirectly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
'Cause he was-
indirectly responsible.
because he was feeling a little down. That's
Okay,
all.
so
Yeah.
before we get to
method acting.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
method acting. Yes. Anything else about the premiere, the movie, just like all of this that you guys want to talk about?
We didn't mention it earlier, but I'm pretty sure it was in the Esteban episode. Which is one thing, just one thing.
Uh-huh.
Trevor drops something, like somebody says something, and Trevor drops something. Oh yeah, I did that in the pocket dimension or something like that. Like I did that when I lived in the pocket universe or something
Yeah.
like that. Like that, just him dropping these like little things that have happened in Shang Chi as well. Like I thought that was pretty cool.
That was good. No, that was really good. Yeah, it's cool seeing like he comes out of the premiere and there's all these like fans too,
Oh,
like
yes,
literally like
yes,
it, like
yes.
you know,
And just like the old Wonder Man too, like
yes,
like
yes,
yeah, it was
retro.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even his manager is like, Wonder Man. Look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that. Like look at everybody.
gosh,
yeah.
Yeah, you got your pick of the projects. Like Trevor was right, you know.
Mhm, Yep.
Okay, let's talk about Simon going on assignment to study
To like a new role.
a new role. So, how long did it take you guys before you realized what was happening, what he was really doing? Pretty
For
early?
me. I think like when they showed like the faraway view of like the prison. Like, I mean, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
like,
they
I was
had
late.
you.
It was late, bro. I wasn't
So
thinking.
pulling up to
Yeah, I wasn't thinking.
Yeah,
my brain
basically when they get to the prison.
when he popped out at the end. I was
Yeah,
like,
when they
oh.
honestly not until I saw Trevor.
yeah.
it was.
I think when they were running and he said, "Hey, I pulled some strings at work," and I was like,
For me, it was as soon as he mentioned that he worked somewhere.
I think
Like
me
that
too.
was like that was the thing. For
I was
me.
like, I was like, man, something's off here. It's so random.
Yeah, it was really weird. At first, I thought they were going to go like directly into his job or something
Yeah,
like that. But then
yeah.
it was like they were just showing his home life, and I was like, okay. And then he's like,
Doctor's appointment.
he's like the people who the people
Fixing
who
the
I
truck.
work with.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, that's
There's
it.
something going there. Yeah.
He's like, he's a prison guard. I was like, he's a prison guard.
The reason,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. The reason I brought it up is like I'm usually pretty slow on these things, and I thought you guys would be proud of me. I was like, I was onto it pretty quickly.
Well, like my 5-year-old son looks up and goes, "Hey, he's a prison guard." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, your 5-year-old son was still traumatized by the head smash.
Yeah.
I was at this point. My brain was turned off because I was like, "Oh yeah, this is the kind of the chill portion of the
Yeah,
show."
yeah. We're landing the plane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you,
exactly
you're
what I
expecting
thought.
this to be like, oh, this is like him like emerging into his
Yep.
acting role, and maybe we'll get a
Yeah.
scene of Trevor in the at
Do
the,
the
end, and
post-credits or
it'll
something.
just be like one of those sad like moments where like he sacrificed his life for someone else.
Yeah.
yeah.
But instead we're going. He is just using this guy, and I felt bad for. I think his name's Chuck. I felt bad for.
Don't feel bad for him, dude. He got paid.
Hold on, I'm getting there, bro. I'm getting there, dude. Slow down, dog.
Hopefully
He did.
he did, but
Will he go to jail? What are you saying?
well, yeah. I mean, he's
I don't know. Anyways, when they're driving up, he's like, I had to fudge some papers to get you in. I was like, man,
Best case scenario for Simon right there.
yeah. But I'm like, dude, like, I felt bad for him in that moment. I was like, because I didn't know the money was coming. I was like, dude, Simon is just screwing
yeah,
this guy.
no, yeah, I didn't know the money
You
was
know?
coming either, but he did get paid. Once he got paid, I was like,
once
oh,
he was talking to, yeah, the check was anonymous. Like, for how much?
enough for you to quit your job.
Enough for you to quit that damn job, I think she said, or something
Yeah.
like that. And I was like, all right, he took care of him. Now let's go get Trevor. And I was just thinking, man, how many times has Trevor just been in jail, busted out of prison, custody?
honestly, this is like the third
third or fourth time, yeah.
because it was definitely in All Hail the King.
Yes.
He gets busted out. He gets busted out of the pocket dimension, and then this time,
Yeah.
it's like at least
Yeah.
3 times on screen
And
he's
it's
been busted
probably
out.
not the last time.
He's got 9 lives.
And
Yeah, dude.
And the craziest thing is, all 3 times he had no idea these things were about to happen.
Yes.
he had no.
Just
he,
dumb
he
luck.
didn't he wasn't a part of the planning in
Yep.
any of these.
He was like,
and he essentially,
Simon?
and then on top of that, all 3 times he wasn't like, "Let's go." It was, "We're going."
Yeah.
like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
And yeah, and personally, I really like this next scene as he's walking to get Trevor,
Yeah.
and the narration of Cleary talking about his powers,
yes, so
like,
good.
explaining like the ion energy and it disrupt the cameras and like
Yeah.
the
It's like-
the focusedness of it, like
We don't know how much time has passed, but
Right.
he's enough where he's like all of a sudden able to
in
control,
control,
his powers.
in control
Like,
of his powers. Yep.
significantly. Like has no control the entire show.
Yeah.
And now can do whatever he needs to.
Was Trevor the inspiration for him to lock in and hone those powers? Because he was in hopes of trying to release him, or was it just the fact that he became famous and like was more confident in himself, and it was more of like an internal struggle that he was able to settle? Like I don't know, like which one do you think you're leaning towards? Like
yeah. Yeah, like, and it also, I mean, there's a
all
whole
the
bunch
above?
of weird things that could be.
Could have been, yeah.
And it could be like when he wants to, he can control them, but when he does it, there are also times where it intrudes because we never really get to see him
Try. Yeah.
Like, we never really get to see him try to purposefully use his powers before this moment.
Yeah, you see like
Everything-
Spider-Man trying to climb on a wall and then he
Yeah.
falls or something
Yeah.
like that. He doesn't have a moment
Yeah,
where he's
he,
trying.
he doesn't really have any of that. So we actually don't really know how much control he has over when he wants to use his powers. We just see when he's overwhelmed, him not being able to control it in those moments.
Yeah, but I would guess reasonably he's never really tried. Based on just his life and how he's tried to disassociate with his situation, with his secret.
he
Yeah.
separates the two worlds.
Yeah, like he is. I think which is probably why he likes acting because he's never himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But again, I think a lot of time has to pass for him to learn how to do this, learn who Chuck is, like figure out where Trevor is, all these kind of things. You know what I'm saying?
Which there are moments of Simon where like I did find myself moments being akin with him in his mind, with like some of like the stuff that he would talk about, like his relationship with movies
Mm.
was like because sometimes that's how he interacted with people.
Exactly.
Was how it was like, oh, this movie, or like in that movie, or in like that's how he likened the experience. It wasn't like, oh, it wasn't like when in high school we did this. It was in this movie about high school they did this.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really ever live
So
life.
you, Simon, and Abed are basically the same person, is what I'm hearing.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But there are moments like I do like in my mind I'll liken things to something that happens in a movie to make it easier for me to comprehend
What's going on?
in my own mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Or to get somebody to comprehend what I am saying.
Yeah, totally.
Sounds like a hint of the tism there. But anyway.
Dude, Abed Nadir, bro. He's,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
we got our own Abed right here, man.
I love it.
But dude, he breaks him out, powers flying off, and again, it makes you wonder, like, what now? Because
Yeah.
what is he? Again, it's never.
What's next? That
What's
kind of
next?
thing.
Yeah.
Is he a mutant? That's my question, guys. Are they going to say he's a mutant? What do you think?
1,000% yes.
You think that's
Yeah,
where
I
we're going here?
think he's gonna be immune.
Yeah.
I think so too. It seems like an easy layup. Like, why wouldn't you do it?
Easy layup. Yeah.
Yes.
And it feels like Damage Control might be the ones who are like going after mutants, right?
Mhm.
So
Oh, if Damage Control is in charge of the Sentinel program, that's gonna be wild.
Oh, that would be crazy. That would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Or like, what if his dad isn't actually like? What if like the idea of his dad being dead is actually false? What if his dad's an alien and
Scroll.
like and he had to like leave Earth for some reason, and he had to leave behind his family, and
Dang, dude.
This
you
is
know
like
he's
where did you
part
come up with this one?
That's what I'm wondering.
like
Dude.
this moment.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like
Fresh off the dome, baby.
Like-
I've been thinking about it for 4 years now.
Yeah, yeah.
but like just like, and he gave some of his powers to his powers were like transferred to his son.
Okay. I don't know about that. But mutant, I think is
Just like I mean,
yeah.
just
I think mutant sounds.
Well, mutant.
I think mutant's the actual
Yeah.
answer,
Right.
But I'm just throw out a theory.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I mean, it does make you wonder, like, what's the connection going to be if it's not like the mutant thing seems like the most reasonable, like most, but also like, what more is there? Like, if this is a Marvel spotlight, I think the things we've heard is like these stories aren't going to necessarily connect to the grander MCU spectrum. But when you see how powerful this dude is, you wonder like, how can he not get involved somehow?
Which this dude is powerful because
Dude,
in the comic books he beats Captain Marvel 1-on-1. Like
there you go.
that's power right
Take
there.
that, Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And she's essentially like the most OP being in the
Does he
MCU.
face smash her like he did with Richard?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a beatdown. It's a beatdown.
Okay.
I think the big thing for me is like, what's going to come out of this show of Wonder Man? Like, will we see Simon again? Maybe. I think we're more likely to see the events of like what Damage Control
Of course,
happened
yeah.
there, and that's gonna play a factor in the future of the MCU.
yeah. Like what is it? I think what happens with the prison is going to be like one of the bigger plot lines that could bleed into the MCU entirely. Like, is this such a black eye on Damage Control that they go over the board?
Yeah.
Like, do they
right.
become really controlling, or is this one of those like? Is it one of those things where does Damage Control get pushed to the back because now they're a joke?
Mm.
Like, are they trying to what are they trying to do?
I think it's the overcorrection. I think they're
Yeah.
going to overcorrect so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that is very likely. Honestly, I was really kind of hoping maybe we would see something in the prison.
Me too.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
you walk by a lot of cells.
Cells, and
But,
you
like,
see
you really couldn't.
no, you see one like looked like some white or gray hair on a
Dude.
yellow jumpsuit, but that's it.
Such an easy layup for cameos and
I
Marvel.
know, I
Like,
know.
It's so easy.
Oh yeah, like and every like
Even if you did Doorman, you could have just done Doorman.
You could have
bro.
put
Yeah.
Scorpion in there and set up for the brand new day.
Dude,
like
you could've
is what
done
you could
so
have done.
much.
You could
Yeah.
have done.
Yeah, you could
something
put
like
it
that.
so many people. You could put so much. They've done it so many times in different.
Put Michael Keaton in there as
Yeah.
Vulture. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like you could have done so many different things with so many different. They do that all the time in these types of movies where like they'll show like a prison sequence
Yeah.
and there's randos in the background.
Not to be too nitpicky. Problem is they're on the West Coast, but you get some sort of villain from that's on the West Coast. Like if it's New York, they probably wouldn't bring them all the way to Southern Cal.
technically, in the post-credit scene of Morbius, Vulture is in the deserts of Nevada. I think is where he is at.
Yeah, I think so. Well, and then like anything with Ant-Man.
Whew, hold on.
Yeah.
Can we breathe for a second?
Sorry about that.
Why did you even bring that up?
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
grief.
West Coast.
Like anything with Ant-Man would be West Coast because they're in
Yeah,
San Francisco.
exactly.
Yep.
But yeah, West Coast Avengers. We could be
Mhm.
anything like that. It could even be a hero in there. Like you could like
Oh, yeah.
you just got
Yeah.
Wrongfully.
yeah, because like honestly, it doesn't seem like Damage Control doesn't seem to really care
no.
whether they're capturing heroes, villains, or other.
If they're a
Yeah.
threat, basically.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's really all they care about is
exactly.
the threat.
So where would you guys rank Wonder Man in Marvel's TV
Marvel shows?
Yeah.
Pretty high.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah.
pretty
I thought about
daggone
this for a couple days now.
Yeah, I would say pretty easily off the top of my head, top 3. With Loki and Agatha probably being the other 2 in the top 3.
Where's WandaVision?
WandaVision would be
Behind Wonder Man?
I say yes.
yeah, I would say I'm trying to think of where else like if there was another show that I could fit somewhere in there in my head off the top of my head.
Dude,
but,
it's better than most of them, I'll tell you that.
Echo?
Yes.
oh well, yeah, like, better than Echo.
You can
yes.
literally run through them all and like, yep, no,
Yep.
yep,
Okay,
no.
Okay, like a little shout out to like what is on the horizon, but like where would Daredevil season 1, like Born Again, fit in
Yeah.
your mind? Like where do you think that would fit?
Oh, it's top 5. It's top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I haven't really ranked them all in a long time,
Sounds like
Yeah,
a
we-
podcast.
yeah, it sounds like yeah.
Sounds good to me. Sounds really good to me.
I do think Wonder Man for me is top 2
Yeah,
easily.
Top 2.
Top
So
2.
who's the other one?
Loki
Loki,
and Wonder
right?
Man.
Okay, no, that's fair. Yeah, I think WandaVision meant a lot. I think WandaVision's bigger in my mind because of how different it was, but also important it was.
Yeah, like just being the jump off point.
Yes,
just-
yes.
Yeah.
But in terms of quality acting, it's got to be top 2, easy. Maybe, probably top, 1.
Yeah.
acting wise.
But
Yeah,
but there was some. Loki was no slouch either.
No,
Yeah,
there was
that's
so
true.
much.
Yeah,
Correct.
I would say like probably the best acting was in Wonder Man overall.
Yeah, I think so.
I think like overall show wise, I don't know. I'd still say I loved Agatha all along.
Yeah,
Like
Oh, no, yeah.
and just like
It was good.
I thought that was good.
I think I might put that ahead of Wonder Man.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, we need that. That sounds like a good podcast title. I think we've done something on
We
shows
have,
before.
yeah.
We got to go back and look
Yeah,
what we did.
I
don't
think we
even
actually
remember.
have done relatively recently ranking them.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's tough because when you do something mid, what's it called?
Phase.
Phase. Thank you. When you do something mid phase, it's like where
Where do you go from here?
is it good to do it mid phase? We might have to wait until this phase is over. But anyways, good thoughts. Good thoughts, boys. Any closing thoughts? Anything else you want to say?
I'm
Wonder
looking forward
Man.
to more Wonder Man. Like I really want
Well,
to see Simon again.
A part of me thinks he was so successful that we will see him again. Will he have another show? I don't know. Will he be a minor character? I don't want to say minor because I think they're trying to make have a difference between shows and movies now.
Yeah.
So not minor in the sense he's not strong or capable, but he's not Captain America where he's everywhere.
Yeah.
No one knows about him except for Damage Control, literally. Right.
True.
So,
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, we'll see where he goes. We'll see where we go from here. Where we are going, we're gonna have a lot more content to talk about. Daredevil's right around the corner.
Yep.
So that's really exciting. Monarch season 2 is coming out soon. We got a lot to talk about, and of course, a bunch of movies. I think our first review of a movie. We need to talk about our Trial by Tomato movies and just keep track of all that.
It's coming up with
Yeah, I think our first
The
one with
Project Hail
Project
Mary?
Hail
Is that
Mary.
the
and-
first one. We need to go back.
Oh
and
wait, do Hoppers. We had
Hoppers.
Hoppers.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
When does Hoppers come out?
Ooh, I think that's in 2 weeks.
Okay, we need to pay attention because we got to run the scores, boys. We got to
Well.
keep track.
We need to do Project Hail Mary. We need to do a video podcast. Me putting together the Lego set.
Ooh.
A nice little time lapse.
Yep.
Yeah, just
That's
no,
good.
just
No, he'll
it out,
he'll
yeah.
do it while we're recording the
Yeah.
podcast or movie
we
review.
do it live.
7 hours and 42 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would be a pretty awesome gimmick to have you just build sets for like that are related to any like
Yeah, whatever we're
movie
reviewing.
release.
Yeah.
Don't tempt him. His
Yeah.
wife's gonna murder you, Shmo.
Yeah,
Where'd all our
that
money
would-
go?
that
Just
would be-
buying
yeah.
Legos.
Oh.
It's
That would
for
be
the
bad.
pod.
We had a guest room for people to come stay the night, and my husband turned it into a Lego room.
no, that sounds awesome.
All right,
Each one of our kids used to have their own bedroom.
now all three of them are sharing a room. All right. Let's wrap it up, boys. It was a good discussion. Wonder Man, we enjoyed watching it. Marvel, maybe reconsider doing weekly drops. I don't know. Maybe we're in the minority. We might be in the minority, guys. You know, we might just be a little too high strung, like
I am in the
demanding
minority.
too much. Yes, you are a minority. Yes, you are. Okay, Chamoy,
Chamoy, baby.
Chamoy, Justin,
Dude, the motherland.
peach rings. Try one of these peach rings. It was so good. I want to go watch that again, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Literally, watch that next to like side by side, like a scene from Pineapple Express,
Yep.
and you're like, it's literally the same thing. You know. Anyways, that's where we're gonna end here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and we want to remind you to please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening, and to share this podcast with your friends. Help us out, okay? Be sure to come back next week for some more exciting stuff. We got some good random podcasts on the way, on the horizon. So get excited. With all that in mind, from my good friends Sandy Shamato and Jordan Mosley, J-Mo, this is T-Roll saying thank you so much for listening to the Royal Geek Podcast. We will see you next time, you peasants.